And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Yaka Jonas, also Devin Vassell out there, and it's Stewart in at center. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Driving the lane, and a wide open look for James. Off target with his three. Pass to Holloway. Just 5 to shoot. James with some nice D. 13 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
James outside. Pass to James. Kicks it out to James. With the shot. From past the arc. Holloway grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Takes it off the glass. He has 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Vassell. His last outing, 16 points for him. Stewart a screen. No good from outside. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Holloway. Down low. Here's Stewart. He can't hit that time.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
An unselfish young player. If there's a better shot to be had, James is going to find it.
Pass to Holloway. Shot to stop the run. Chalk up 2 there. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. When it comes to Garland, RJ, what do you like best about his game?
I love that he's a multi-skilled player at the offensive end. He's fast off the bounce and can pull up or kick it out. He creates all sorts of headaches for the D.
Now, here's Vassell. No scoring in this one.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that pounce right there.
Vassell against James. Going inside. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. And you take a look at this home team. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Parks, he's checked in for James. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Holloway, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-handed.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now, here's Stewart. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Holloway. Clock at 6. Over Parks. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside, James. Latrey sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Eybl. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Holloway. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Stewart. From the wing. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Out to the wing. All alone. Jump shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And there's the drive. Pass to Jonas. Here's Holloway to halt the run. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Screen by James. Shot from the wing. Holloway grabs the board. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Jonas' shot is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Shot from the inbound. The shot's good.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Holloway. Great D that time from James.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
It's deflected. And they're moving it up. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
James outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Inside. Here's Parks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Pass to Holloway. Stewart a screen. Into the lane, and he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Cherokee Parks. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Buchanan. Pass to Holloway. 5 to shoot. Here's Buchanan. Fast break. Here we go.
Taking a look here at the numbers for James. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Getting around 24 points per, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Here's Buchanan. Scoreless thus far. Knocked away. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Dantley. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. Gay with the rebound. Here's Cherokee Parks. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
We've got Williams, and it's Dantley in at the 1. Williams can't get it to go. Impressively throughout at 62%. We've got Gasol, and it's Parks in at the 3. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GM.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Buchanan. Over to the left wing. Rosario, the 17-footer goes down.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Now here's Gasol. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Williams. Here's Buchanan. He has yet to score.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Gay's shot is good.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Dantley. 11 points last game. Buchanan misses. Pass to Sears. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Gay. Guarded by Holmes. Pulls up. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got 7 points here in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Eybl. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams deciding to change it up. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look here at the visitors. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. Vassell against James. Back to Vassell. Pass to Holloway. Just 5 on the clock. And Gasol comes to help. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
The ball goes to the away team.
We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. You look at James, a great player, second in the league.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Parks. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Vassell. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Floats it up for James. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Rosario. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Cherokee Parks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. 4 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Eybl. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Draw 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Vassell. Oh, good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
43% from the floor. Here's Holloway from outside the arc. A three-pointer's right on target. 17 points in the game.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
It's not going to go for him. Gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. James against Vassell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Parks. Got it. Good job in the low post. Parks has got 8 points.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's Holloway. Here's the 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
James looking it over. Here's Cherokee Parks. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Back to James. It's hauled in by Stewart. Thing is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's James. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Cherokee Parks, covered by Vassell. Elbow shot is on the way. Cherokee Parks can't hit.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside, James. Outside Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for James. Fades back. He can't get that one. Nice defense by Vassell. Here's Holloway. Pass to Jonas. Out left to the wing. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Connects from three-point range.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is the force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot him this game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
1:51 left in the first half. Here's Holloway, who's got 20. And the rejection by James.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Holloway. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. James in the post. He's got 6. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Takes a 3. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Pass to Jonas. Lascelles against James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice fake out by Vassell. There's a lot of nuance to his game.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Vassell. He's perfect from the line this time.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
For the 3. Misses the one-handed jam. And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 6. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the visiting team.
They have played like they wanted, fighting for every missed shot. You love to see that passion, man.
Yeah, you can sense the urgency in their game. We'll see if they can sustain it. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. James has gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Jonas is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Holloway at the shooting guard. That's the group for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Jonas grabs the rebound. Jonas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Holloway. Pass to Jonas. Here's Holloway. 5 on the clock.
Away team foul. Bronny James. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Holloway.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
Capitalizing from the interior. Shots like this really help James's confidence.
Pass to Holloway. Stewart with the screen on James. Here's Holloway. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Outside, James. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Stewart.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
To the middle. Here's Holloway. James covering. They get a hand on it. There's the screen. The three. He can't get that one to fall.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And that one is hammered home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room for the break. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Eybl. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And the home team has possession. 6-point game. Back to Vassell. And James with a clear path to the hoop.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to Holloway. And here's Stewart. To the paint. Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
Looking like his old man out there, Bronny James, getting with it.
Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Holloway. Shoots over James. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Jonas. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Got that one up quick. He's got 7.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now, here's Vassell. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team
Nice
foul.
body control there from James to get that shot off while taking the contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
And both free throws, good for James. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
So the wing on the left. Here's Stewart. Yes, that goes in. Stewart's got 7 points.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Kicks it out to James. From outside, off the mark. Gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Holloway. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
There's the triple. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
It's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
To the right side. Ball's knocked loose. Fires from deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. 16 points for him.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the left wing. Pass to Vassell. Here's Holloway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's short off the rim. It's been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And stolen by Vassell. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Holloway. Good on the 3-point shot. 25 points in the game.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
crew. Make some noise, fans. Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Cherokee Parks. He's got 8. 1:51 left to play in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Dentley, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And that one misses. .127 left to play here in the third. This one for 3. The rebound by Dantley.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Parks. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Holmes passes to Holloway. Here's Buchanan. Knocks down the 3 ball. Buchanan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So far, very efficient all around, about 55%. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Drills the three-pointer. 15 points in the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Dantley. Pass to Holloway. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got James. He's out there with Parks. Gasol out there with James. And Gay is in at the 4 spot. To the inside, here's Gasol. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Buchanan. Holmes with a screen on James. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Here's Buchanan. Here's Holmes. Gay with the rebound. Outside, James. Outside, Gasol. Here's Cherokee Parks. Kicks it out to James. 6 to shoot. On the wing, James. Pass to Gay. No good on the triple. And he drives in, and he makes that one. Now James. Here's Cherokee Parks. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. On the wing, James. 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Off target at the rim.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So both teams making some changes here. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Gasol kicks to James. Pass to Parks. Doesn't go. Only his third miss in 9 tries.
Loose ball. Go the other way. First team foul.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dantley the pass to Buchanan. Now Stewart. The 3. That one no good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Rosario. And the rejection by James. They get it back. Launches it. That shot is off. 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Come to me. Get through.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Holloway. Bobs it up. And the rejection by James. Looking to end his cold spell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Stewart. Now, here's Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Holloway. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 28 points for him.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's are going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
From the arc, Jonas grabs the rebound. Jonas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, do you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Now, here's Vassell. They set the pick. Pass to Holloway from downtown. That shot off. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Here's Holloway. Count it.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. From deep, Holloway grabs the board.
He hit 1-3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
One shot. One shot.
So it's the visitors now. Guarded by Stewart. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
In the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Now here's Vassell. Pass to Holloway. And here is Vassell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams, a lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
Here's Holloway. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. No good that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
James, right side. Three-pointer. On the wing, James. Stewart against James, and the layup's good off the glass. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Pass to Holloway. Now, here's Vassell. Stewart with the screen on James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2, Holloway.
2.
And he makes the first. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
So he gets them both. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sears. Hits it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Jonas. Here's Holloway. Over Parks. The shot's good from Holloway.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Here's Cherokee Parks. Launches a three. Nailed from three-point land.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. That was smart.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Cherokee Parks. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.